There's some of us that have to change our clothes for skits and things. So if those tables with George and Treva, Karen, Sykes, and myself, and Sue Watson, those tables, if you wouldn't mind us going first, because we have to change. I also want to point out that anything that's said and done from here on out, I am not responsible. Sweethearts that we have, but also the other individuals in the church and outside the church that we love and we love us back. Help us have a good time in fellowship, but help us also to remember to spread your word and bless the food. Amen.
I forgot one thing. I'm sorry. I asked Sherry if she would sing us a song before we ate. Sherry, would you please do that for us?
You became my dear. right, put your forks down. No more eating. Except for you. Yeah, he's a grown boy. If everybody would get kind of situated where you're comfortable and have your chairs so you can see this way so you don't miss anything. We have a pretty good program lined up for you tonight. I would like to say a couple of things though before we get started, and that is that it should be known that the statements and jokes and skits and whatever else goes on here tonight has been approved by the pastor. And they represent the official stand of the church. And he just cut his styrofoam plate and ate it. Over the past several months, we've tried to get a special speaker for tonight. And we've looked around a lot of places, and we weren't able to do very well. But here are some of the people that we tried to get. We tried to get somebody from the Jimmy Swaggart School of Motel Ministries. But they couldn't come because they would have had to leave the light on. We also tried to get some... We also tried to get somebody from... That guitar's playing every time I talk. We also tried to get somebody from the Oral Roberts School of Estate Planning, but they wanted $1,000, and we didn't have money to pay them. So as far as we know, they're still sitting in the tower. And I don't know what'll happen to them. We also tried to get somebody from the president of the Jim Baker School of Prison Ministries, but they're tied up. And then we tried to get Pastor M.C. Johnson to come, but he was busy tonight helping Jim Drew recruit basketball players from the east side of Springfield. Who said that? We also tried to get Ray Charles to come, but he couldn't see his way clear. And we tried to get Pee Wee Herman, but it's too cold here now for him. Roy Rogers was willing to come, but we didn't want him. So I guess after we did all of that, we couldn't find anybody, so I guess you're stuck with me. And with another group of semi-unusual people that you'll see up here tonight. So I think we have that to look forward to. And I would just like to mention one other thing before we have our first skit. But I'd like to mention some birthdays and anniversaries. And I think a lot of these people are here. Some of them may not be, but I'd like to say a happy 80th birthday to Flossie Gilly. Anybody see her picture in the paper this week? Yeah. Flossie, as you know, was a former Miss America beauty contestant when she was 16 years old. That was when there was not many Americans. Hold it down. And I'd like to wish Don McMullen a happy birthday as a good friend and former postal employee who never met a stamp he couldn't lick. And also to Elmer Croy, who is the president emeritus of the Pillsbury Pop and Fresh Doughboy Club. And Alita Britton, who's a former winner of the Hash Slinger of the Year Award at Southeast High School. Alita, would you please sit down? And then also Don Kimmons, who is the Athens grease monkey. And also, we are very pleased tonight, and she's not in the room right now, but I know she'll wish she was. Karen Sykes, who is the person who played Humpty Dumpty. Some of you may not know what that means, and you're probably fortunate.
You better ride out with your horse.
And then we're happy to wish Pete and Bala Bala happy birthday as of tomorrow. He'll be 33 plus tax. I don't know why Julie married him. She's only 21. And then we'd like to wish a happy birthday to Gail Bowman, who everyone thought was too old to cut the mustard, but apparently he's not. You want to stand up and take a bow, Gail? If anybody has a birthday that I've missed, would you raise your hand? Also, I'd like to wish a happy anniversary to Ray and Trish Hoffman, who have spent most of their married life in the church, at the altar. Or at least they should have. Okay, do we have the real entertainers about ready to come in? Okay, I would like to introduce to you a special by some ladies who are going to sing a Christian song called Fat Baby.
On my ring. Just put on your piano.
Mr. Mike have clips on. Come on.
Okay, as we move right along here, I wish we had some singers like that in our church. In case you don't want to hear me. I have a little recitation here that I'd like to read at this time, and you may recognize some of the rhythm of it, or lack of rhythm. Anyhow, this is a little poem I wrote especially for my wife for Valentine's Day. It's kind of scriptural. It says, "With Luella as my partner, I shall not want. She maketh me to lie down on the green sofa all night. She reverses my decisions. She leads me in paths to the mall. My credit cards runneth over. Yea, though I walk through life in the shadow of her dad. I will fear no evil, for her mother correcteth me. Her nagging is a comfort to me. She prepares the table of high cholesterol food before me. She anointeth my bread with garlic. The kids tippeth my cup over. Surely her love and passion have followed me all the days of my married life, and I'll probably be trapped with her in the house forever." I was had a devotion and I felt inspired to do that. And I tried to get the pastor to use it on Sunday morning, and he wouldn't. I have just a couple other things. We have a skit coming up in just a minute. That's why this is up here. That was not the guest table. But I have a few things I'd like to share with you that are some predictions that I have for this year. I don't pretend to be Gene Dixon or even Guy Lombardo. It's a little late for all of those. But anyhow, a month or so late, here's a few predictions. My first one is, I predict that the pastor will find an Indian head this year with his metal detector, but that the governor won't let him dig it up. And I predict that Steve Phelps will find a new market for his used satellite dishes. It'll be the Fat Republican Ladies Annual Picnic. And I also predict that we'll find out that Pete and Julie's new house is actually the site of the original Jacob's Well. There's a story that goes with that. You might want to ask them later. People think it's funny though, Julie. I predict that we'll also find out that the sudden increase of young couples in our church with several children has been a result of a revival in the Catholic Church. In case you didn't get that. And I also, this is bad. I predict that Olivet Nazarene University this year will take a definite stand against premarital sex because they're afraid it will lead to dancing. I shouldn't have said that. Again, remember, these reflect the official stand of the church. And I also predict that sometime during this year, the pastor's wife, Jeannie, will have to go to the altar for mispronouncing Fuddruckers in front of her children. If you can see her face, you know that's a true story. She was eating a Big Mac at the time. Okay, so much for seriousness. We are right now going to be. You all right, Gene? We are right now going to be entertained with a little skit from ever who is behind this blue thing up here.
gotta be kidding. I can't be bald.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Don't look at me.
Why?
I'm bald. I'm a bald girl.
Well, don't cry. Maybe you're a boy and I'm a girl.
There you go again. I'm a girl. I'm always right. I'm the girl. You're the boy.
I don't feel like a boy.
There you go again. I told you that I'm a girl now. And I'm never wrong. I'm a girl.
I think you're wrong. But I can't wait to find out.
See, that proves it.
What?
Girls are impatient. Boys are patient.
What else?
You keep secret?
And so,
That blows it.
maybe you're right.
Are you afraid of mice?
No.
See, I'm scared to death of mice. They scare me so bad.
It's gone.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A fireman.
See, I told you. You're a boy.
What do you want?
I want to be a cocktail.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You're a girl and I'm a boy.
I told you, I'm a boy. I told you, I mean I'm a girl. Reality sometimes gets me. I told you I'm a girl. And I know I'm a girl because I'm always right. Wait a minute, wait. Do you see that? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm a boy.
How do you know?
Blue booties. Well, I guess you're a girl and I'm a boy. I'm sure in this one. That means I've been wrong all along. Boys are wrong.
You're a boy.
Well, we can still be sweethearts.
Okay.
Happy Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Know how to change a diaper? Slipping off the
Oh, when they're in your class next time.
They took their clothes off. Someone tipped that. They look more like a couple of wrestlers to me. In case you hadn't noticed, recognized them, that was Hank and Kate. Hank was the ball-headed. We are going to have some more entertainment here in just a minute, but before we do that, I have a few famous statements from famous people that I'd like to share with you. And these may be of some interest to some of you, and maybe some of you they won't be. I better get the mic. I want you to hear me whether you want to or not. I may have a problem doing this. Anyhow, here's a famous statement. On her recent birthday, the one-time youthful Karen Sykes said, "Lord, if you can't make me skinny, make everybody else look fat." And the elderly husband of Miss Sykes was heard saying, "That girl just makes me flip my lid." I don't know where he is. The smiling newlywed Gail Bowman was quoted saying, I wish I'd married that girl when I was young enough I could stay up after 9 o'clock. And our special person in charge of greeting all of our new visitors on Sunday morning was quoted as saying, and then our local philosopher, Herschel Moore, was quoted as saying, there's little chance for most people to get together today since most of us either want to be in front of the bus, the back of the church, or the middle of the road. Very good statement, Herschel. Tricia Hoffman, I don't know if you know, she's lost a lot of weight lately, but she said that she'd be able to maintain her diet if she could get over the Noah problem. And that's taking 2 of everything. I just read it, I'll make it up. And then our sometimes wise pastor once said, when it comes to giving, some people will stop at nothing. Didn't you say that?
I did, probably.
And then our local golf pro, Ken Smith, was quoted as saying that he's afraid that by the time he can afford to lose golf balls, he won't be able to hit them far enough to lose them. The old Indian philosopher, Eben Thomas, said that the difference in man and beast is if you pick up a starving dog and make him prosperous, he won't bite you. And our some other times wise pastor also said,
My brother won.
if it goes without saying, let it. It seems as though this is an anonymous statement, that there was a lion who ate a large bull, and he felt so good that he roared and roared and roared. A hunter came by, probably Tim Manning, heard and shot the lion and killed it. The moral of this story is, of course, if you're full of bull, keep your mouth shut. And now we will be honored to have a new couple in the church come in and entertain us, the Honeycombs.
Well, I don't know where you're going to sit, honey.
Easy for you to say.
really nice. You play them combs, they'll mess up your pucker. We was afraid they'd be here tonight. That was really good. Now we have the unusual pleasure of having a surprise visit by the one and only Mr. Elvis Presley. Ladies and gentlemen, he is alive. I don't think he's very well, but he's alive. Here he is. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. Well, I'm leaving town this morning. I'm leaving town for sure. Then you won't be bothered with me hanging around your door. But that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do.
rolling in two. I'm moving nobody's steamy but you. I'll be buzzing and you high every day at 5, and I'm never gonna leave when I arrive. Alright, oh, I got stuck. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Thank you, Priscilla. But with a hard-headed woman, a soft-hearted man, then becomes a trouble ever since the world began. Oh yeah, ever since the world began. A hard-headed woman and a thorn in the side of man. Samson's old ladder, loud and clear. But keep your cotton picking fingers on my curly hair. Oh yeah, ever since the world began. A hard-headed woman and a thorn in the side of man. Adam told Eva, listen here to me. Don't you ever catch your mess around that apple tree, oh yeah. Ever since the world began. Had a woman been a thorn in the side of man. Once was a king who was doing swell. Still he started playing with that evil Jezebel, oh yeah. Ever since the world began. A hard-headed woman been a thorn in the side of man. I got a woman, a head like a rock. If you ever went away, I cry around the clock, oh yeah. Ever since the world began. A hard-headed woman been a thorn in the side of man. A hard-headed woman been a thorn in the side of a man. Well, since you asked. Hold me close, hold me tight, make me thrill with delight. Darling, you're all that I'm dreaming for. I want you, I need you, I love you with all my heart. But every time that you're near, all my cares disappear. Darling, you're all that I'm dreaming for. I want you, I need you, I love you more and more. I thought I could live without romance until you came to me. But now I know that I will go on loving you eternally. Won't you please be mine? Never leave me alone, 'cause I die every time we're apart. I want you, I need you, I love you with all my heart. Oh, well, I thought I could live without romance until you came to me. But now I know that I will go on loving you eternally. Won't you please be mine? Never leave me alone. 'cause I die every time we're apart. I want you, I need you, I love you with all my heart.
Elvis has left the building.
Let's give another hand to Elvis. If you could get him saved, he'd make good minister of music. The altar is now open. I shouldn't have said that. Thank you, Elvis. He didn't flip his wig even one time. Yeah, that was certainly unique. Yeah, a lot of these old people remember Elvis just like that. Okay, I have a few items that might be of interest that I'd like to share with you at this time before we go on with the program, even though this is going to be hard to do after we just went through with that. But I have a couple things that I think you'll be interested in. First of all, you'll be pleased to know that even though Dale left to go to Florida, that he sent a can of green beans for the Valentine's banquet. However, those of you in the kitchen, if they're not used, he'd like them back. The pastor asked me to say that. Those of you that don't know the significance of that, just hope you don't find out. Pastor was telling me the other day that some of the people in the church thought he should be more serious on Sunday morning. And I told him he thought he had been. I don't know what's going on. And Mary Alice Hunt, Lord help her, will be really happy if the Secretary of State's office settles the union differences. Not so much that she's worried about getting laid off, but she don't want to be home with Wilbur. Those of you that don't know the significance of that haven't been here very long. Jim Gilly went to his new barber the other day. This is the first time since his old barber died. And while he was sitting in the chair, he asked the barber if his dog that was sitting there liked to watch him cut hair. And he said, no, I said, he just watches in case I snip something off. And a pastor from the local church, probably not ours, came home one afternoon to find his children playing on the front steps. I asked them what they were doing, and they said they were playing church. They said, we've already sung, and we've prayed, and we've taken the offering, and we've preached. Now we're standing out here on the front steps smoking. Nazarenes don't understand that. A farmer shipped 2 rabbits to the East Coast in a crate, and when they arrived there, they opened the crate and there were 2 rabbits. Now we know that was not shipped by the U.S. Post Office, don't we, George? I found, not to change the subject, but I found that the best way to have a beautiful garden is to live next door and cultivate the neighbor. Tom and Tilly Cherry haven't been in our church too long. We're fortunate that they're here. But the other day, Tilly was reminding Tom that he had said before they got married that he was well off. And he said, yeah, but I didn't know how well off. My wife, bless her heart, could run for Congress. She's always bringing bills to the house. One of our senators the other day was bragging about creating thousands of jobs for the citizens in his state. But I say that jury duty is at best temporary. A doctor, we just happened to have one in the crowd, with a new baby. Carol takes care of it. But the doctor, I don't think it was this doctor, told his patient that he should relax more. The patient said that he was just too busy. The doctor said, no one's any busier than ants, and you never see them miss a picnic. They can't all be good. Talk to your congressman. Steve Phelps, former friend of mine, remembering his high school days, said that it was really a lonely experience running for freshman class president and losing 2 years in a row. Another former friend of mine, Larry Hochstetler, said that it was a struggle to get through college, but he was thankful that he had made it 4 terms. Johnson, Nixon, Ford, and Carter. It wouldn't be right if I didn't say something about Greg and Donna, so they haven't been married too long, but while they were still dating, and while they were in love, still dating, Donna told her mother on one of those little next morning chats that mothers and daughters have, that she had taken Greg into the loving room. And her mother said, Donna, must have been true. I'm about done, and you're about to we get a lot of unusual things in the offering anymore. But last week was one of the more unique things. It seems that we got Dean Hoots' AARP insurance payment in the offering plate. I'm not sure, but I think Darlene is wanting to make him a ward of the church. He kind of looks a little like a monk. I shouldn't have said that. At any rate, on to bigger and better things. I should say that you've been a gracious audience tonight, and it's been fun up here laughing with you and at you. And I'm sure you'll get even with me. Wait a minute, before I turn this over to the pastor, we've only got 5 more minutes, because Dale's got to be home by 9 o'clock. So we have to make sure and hurry this up a little bit. At any rate, I guess I've been upstaged by my former friend and your former pastor, Reverend West.
I'm going to have to read a lot of this because I don't have a lot of time, but probably most of you thought the days of heroes were over. But what you don't realize is there is living among us a hero of our own. And he stood in front of you for many Valentine parties now, and he has roasted and toasted and humiliated and utterly shamed our guests and our church, and we have enjoyed every minute of it, haven't we? Yeah. So it's about time we took a little bit closer look at this hero of ours, and his name is Owen Rugg. And Jim, would you please escort him with that chair right over here? We need him right up front. Will you do that? And you know the scripture where the father had the prodigal son come home, he said, bring a robe and shoes. We're plumb out of robes and shoes, but bring a shirt for this boy. Take this coat off, will you? We need this coat off. Take this coat off. And put this shirt on this fella here. This t-shirt is green because most of you don't know green is Owen's favorite color. And so this t-shirt, it says, it's okay what it says on the front. This section isn't half as bad as your section. Okay. Stand up. Hero, all right? And we have some very special things to say about our hero. Have a seat here. This is the hot seat of honor, and we want you to enjoy yourself for a couple moments. I want to tell you a few things about our distinguished guest and hero, that we have things that you probably don't know, and I've just kind of filtered through the family and found out some things along the way, so I want to share them with you. Back years ago when Owen was dating Luella, it was always his desire to impress her. And one day Ed Sprinkle, Luella's brother, was playing with a hula hoop out in the yard, and he was throwing it over the clothesline. And he threw it too high, and it went up in the tree, and he was too short, and he jumped up, and he couldn't reach it. And, you know, so Owen was out to impress Luella, so he ran over there, you know, and with one mighty leap, he leaped up, and he grasped a hold of that hula hoop, and he came down with his open mouth on the clothesline, and ripped out a couple of teeth, and that kept going. But that's our hero. What a sacrifice, huh? We're just so proud of you. No, be quiet. I'm not. Bring that hoop. Oh, we have and this is. Notice it's green. That's your favorite. No, just sit down. We already had one jiggler up here. Not gigolo, jiggler. Hey, Tom. But this is in case case you ever come across that situation again, you won't have to break your teeth. You can just give them the hoop. Now, the next incident happened after they were married. And it was in the middle of the night. Luella got up to go to the John. And Owen was sound asleep, and he was laying on his stomach. And he'd thrown the covers off of himself, and he was laying there, au natural. That's Spanish. And Luella came back in the bedroom. She flicked the bathroom light off, and of course it was instantly dark. And what happened was she tripped over a rug, and she went flying forward, grasping at anything she could find to catch herself. And her grasping nails found Owen's backside, tearing chunks of flesh, leaving cat fight-like scrapes all over his back. Do you have that next gift? We want to present this. We were by Memorial Hospital earlier tonight, and let me see this person because I just want to review some of the things that are in here. First of all, here are, in case this would ever happen to you again, here are sterilized gloves, and there are Band-Aids in here. I wanted to get green ones, but I couldn't find any, and it's just so much in here. I don't know if this is. It's an enema administration. Whatever turns you on, I guess. That was definitely the case of the rug, tripping over the rug, landing on the rug. Next, I learned that Owen was allergic to cats, and the kids always wanted a cat, but he never let him get a cat because he was allergic, and it would create problems. He'd sneeze and runny eyes and everything else. One day, they found a cat that suited Owen. That is, he didn't have a reaction to it. I don't know what they named it, but what was it? You know about this cat? Anyway, they brought the cat in the house, and Owen could tolerate this cat. What they didn't plan on was the cat could not tolerate Owen. It was kind of a reversal thing. And so the cat tried to get away, and they wouldn't let him out. And he finally got down the basement, got down in the sump pump hole, and climbed out the hose, and it's still there to this day, as far as we know. Is that right? It's still there. But Owen, we don't want you to be without a cat. So we have brought you a cat tonight, and it's non-energetic. It's non-energetic. Well, you won't break out. And because it's dead, it won't need to get away from you either. So. Before moving to where they live now, Owen had a little Toyota. You remember that Toyota, Owen? Yes, you do. It was his favorite car, as a matter of fact. And one day they went for a drive over by the mall where Wabash crosses Veterans Highway. There's that red light there. And they stopped at that light. No one was waiting for the light to turn his favorite color, which was green, so he could go. When all of a sudden, a very old Oriental fella plowed into the side of Owen's car. And so Owen was not impressed, you know, he was pretty upset. And so they called the police to report, and the police invited both of them to be seated in the squad car while they filled out the reports. What no one bargained for was the little old gentleman was so nervous he messed his britches while he sat there in the squad car. And Owen had to sit beside this, and he said that the odor was so bad, to quote him, he said it was enough to gag a maggot and puke a buzzard. That's what he said. But not Owen, our hero, hung right in there and stayed right. Yes, he did. And so we have some things we want to present to you in case this would happen again. We have, first of all, let me see what's in here. From Cubs, no, this is just to deceive you. First of all, we do have a mask. I don't know what this will keep out. But we also have this little bottle of spray stuff. It says, odor eliminator neutralizes biological and all airborne odors. And if all else fails, we want you to keep this little green clothespin. You know what to do with that here. Okay, now, I don't have the time to tell you a whole lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff. Truth is, most of it I couldn't tell you, not to a church group. I could tell another group, but not a church group. But I don't have time to tell you that he's a cheater at Rook.
No, he's not.
sale flash. Just use your own imagination. But speaking of flash, however, I have a news flash. I had you worried, didn't I? Boy, do I have something over you now. You're in trouble. Next time the altar's open, you come, or I'm going to tell that story. We learned that several years ago, Owen, I'm going to expose you. Yes, right. We learned that several years ago you were on an ocean cruise, and when you leaned over the rail, for whatever reason, you lost your glasses in the ocean. And Luella wouldn't dive after him, so you figured it was a loss, and you wrote it off. But listen, the other day it was on the news, and I called, and we found out that it's true. A fellow was trolling for marlin, and he snagged onto something. And when he pulled it in, yes, Owen, believe it or not, it was discovered that it was a pair of glasses. When we learned the lenses were green, we knew who these glasses belonged to. So, Owen, here they are. I mean, straight out of the ocean. We got them, and we want to present you with the glasses. And you will have to straighten that out with the tax people since you wrote that off. Seaweed with berries. It's different. It's different. Finally, if there's such a word as finally here, I learned about Owen's great prowess at racquetball. And he was good. I think he was good. Everybody tells me he was. Well, some people tell me he was. And his desire was to be the best in the state. And he would take on anyone to prove he was good. And including a fellow who had been declared legally blind by the state. But the blind guy was supposed to be pretty good at racquetball, and it was said that this blind fellow could actually handle beginners and up-and-comers. So Owen took him on. And what happened was the blind fellow swung at the ball, knocked Owen up across the side of the head, and put him in the hospital. And so the blind fellow won the match by default. Or it was either... Never even saw the ambulance come out with you, did he? Poor guy. Either won it by default or deface, one or the other. Anyway, we have a special gift for you. Steve, come in and bring this gift, please. We have some headgear for you to have in case you ever have to play that guy or any other blind people. Stand up, Owen, will you? And just put that on. We want you to put it on and keep it on. No. We want it down over. Can you get down over? Maybe the head's a little big. That's good enough. Just have a seat there. Just have a seat there. We have some very special gifts for you next, hero. And we want to present them to you as an appreciation from us for whatever it is you do up here each year. First, will you bring that flower? Owen, we want to present to you tonight a rose. This is Valentine's Day. It is a green rose. It's different. We looked all over for a green rose. A rose by any other name smells as sweet. I was trying to think of some saying that went with a green rose. A rose that's green is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Okay, bring in that next one. Hold it. Slow it up just a minute on this next one. Owen, you'll need to stand for this. This is it. This is the finale. Aren't you glad?
Valentine's Day to go closer to Memorial Day, you could have got me a good club.
I understand. I've only been here 1 year for 2 Valentine banquets, and I saw last year's. But I understand that you have annually awarded to various people in the church, particularly preachers, coveted awards like toilet seats, whole commodes.
I've not done some of those.
Yeah. Well, Owen, with the spirit of revenge, and without any further delay, it is our privilege tonight to come back. Here he is, folks, Owen Rugg, our great hero. Aren't you proud of him? Oh, we leave the back of it for him. There's a little personal message on the back that says, "Kiss my grits, Owen."
I'm almost speechless. I wish he'd have been first. That'd have made my stuff better. I'll cherish this. This is,
That is your new home.
Ruth, nobody asked you for your opinion. I really appreciate that. I'm touched and I lost my notes. Gene wants me to hurry up and get this over. That's special. I've not gotten gifts quite like this before, and I guess I count it as an honor. But anyhow, we'll move on, and I would like us to think about changing the tempo for just a minute, and we have Sherry Manning, if she hasn't gone home, who will come up. I remembered her this time, see? Sherry is going to come up and sing a song for us more than ever before, I think. She already sang that one.
It's hard to be serious after this.
She's such a sweetheart. I don't know what she did to deserve Tim. Thank you, Sherry. As we wrap this up tonight, she's so much taller than me. As we wrap this up tonight, I would like to thank you again for coming. and hope you had a good time. We've had a good evening, a lot of fun, a lot of laughter. And Valentine's Day is a special, special day. It's a time when people get the flutters of the heart and start thinking of romantic things. I know Luella has been thinking like that. I hope she gets over it I'm going to wear my hat and take my picture. I can't help myself. But anyhow, we would like to thank you for coming, and it's an honor to have practically the whole church to come out and want to have a good time. And if you had a good time tonight, you might go talk to Trish when you get a chance. If you don't see her tonight, catch her, because she's done a lot of work. Yeah. I got most of my material from her. Okay. Okay, go right ahead.
We have door prizes tonight. The bear's on the table. Under your chair, if you have a floral sticker. Some of these chairs had other stickers. We did want to check all 110 chairs. So if you have a floral sticker on the bottom of your chair, you give the bear. What? Just gum? No, no gum.
Sit back down. Glenda got her a little Jimmy Bear. Could I have your attention at least while you're finishing up doing this? I'd like to also thank for Trish and others, Sherry Manning, who sang a couple songs. Thank you. I'd like to thank Karen and Trish and Sue for their beautiful songs they sang. And Steve and Sue for their tremendous comb duet. Sue is sitting over there and her lips are still quivering. And of course, George and Treva Casper, that really wasn't Hank and Kate. George kept those notes and he put them on his arms, but that wasn't the arms he was using tonight. He had no problem with that. And then also, I believe it's the Hamiltons, the people that came and catered and prepared the food. It was excellent. I don't know if they're still in the kitchen area or not. They're gone. They're headed out. But anyhow, appreciate all these people that have done a lot. And Rita Rodebarger and others that Trish has already mentioned. Anybody that helped, thank you. And we've had a good time. Let's give these guys all a hand. Yeah. Now, in the interest of getting Gail home by 9 o'clock, I'm almost afraid to do this, but I'll ask the pastor if he would come back up and lead us in a closing prayer.
Tom said to me, he said, after we're done tonight, they probably won't want either one of us on Sunday morning. That's a possibility. I don't know. Well, I like to have fun, don't you? Good, have fun. I think God's got a sense of humor. I came to pray. I'm sorry. Let's pray together. Father, thanks for good folk. Thanks for fun. and for love. Thank you for our mates. And thank you for your love for us. When we think of Valentine's Day, we can't help but think somewhere in the process of things how that we know and understand a little bit about love because you first loved us. And we want to praise you and thank you for that. I thank you for each of these good people traveling Mercy's home. Make it a good week and a good weekend. May the services on Sunday be filled with your presence. And somehow, Lord, through the process of it all, may we just be bound closer together, more in love with each other because of you. In Christ's name I pray. Amen. You're dismissed. Unless Owen has something more to say.